The first sign of trouble wasn't the water. It was the sound. A hollow hiss, then a cough from the pipes like the house itself was choking. I twisted the faucet. Nothing. Not a drop. For a second, I thought it was a busted line. But when I stepped outside, coffee mug still in hand, the truth was standing right in front of me. 3 men from the HOA, wearing neon vests like they owned the place, crouched near the edge of my yard with a trench already dug. PVC pipes snapped and scattered like bones. And the smug one in the middle, clipboard Karen herself, was holding the shut-off valve like a trophy. "There," she announced, brushing her hands. "Violation resolved. Maybe next time you'll learn to follow HOA rules about water usage." The neighbors peeked out, phones already recording, whispers spreading like wildfire. My blood went cold, because what Karen had just done wasn't just a petty power trip. It wasn't just harassment. She had no idea what line she'd cut. I set down my mug. Calm, even, but my voice carried enough weight to hush the whispers. "Karen," I said slowly, "that wasn't just my water line. That was the main feed," she scoffed. "Please stop dramatizing." We checked the plat map. Your private line was illegally extended. You're lucky we didn't fine you before cutting it. But here's what Karen didn't know. That line didn't just feed my house. It didn't even just feed my land. It fed the entire subdivision, the whole HOA. Because years ago, when developers begged for access to water rights, my family was the one who owned the lake. The same lake their fancy brochures bragged about. The same lake kids fished in. The same lake every sprinkler in this neighborhood drank from. And that lake was still mine. Every gallon in their pipes flowed through easements we allowed. Under my name. Under my terms. Karen's hammer stunt had just severed the artery that kept her little kingdom alive. The whispering grew louder. A child tugged on his mom's sleeve, asking why the sprinklers weren't spraying this morning. 2 more faucets coughed dry across the street. People shifted, realizing what was happening in real time. Karen's smirk faltered. "This is temporary. We'll have it fixed by the board's contractor." "No," I said, voice sharp now. "You won't, because your board doesn't control the source." "I do." Her clipboard wavered. "You're bluffing." I pulled out my phone, tapped once, and held it up. On screen glowed the deed, the plat, the water rights, all signed, sealed, and county recorded. My name across every page. The HOA had power over fences, over mailboxes, over paint shades, but not over this. Not over the lifeblood of their community. And then, like a cruel joke, sprinklers up the street sputtered once, twice, and died. Entire lawns gasped dry. Kids screamed as inflatable pools sagged into puddles. A fountain by the clubhouse hiccuped, then fell silent. The neighborhood's heart had stopped, and Karen was the one holding the knife. Phones lifted higher. Voices rose. "What did you do, Karen?" "Why isn't there water?" "My tankless heater just died." Karen tried to shout them down. "This man's a liar." "He's been stealing water. From myself?" I snapped, stepping closer. "That lake feeds this entire block, and I own it. Every drop." The crowd shifted toward me, not her. Years of fines and threats had snapped under the weight of one truth. They had crowned a queen who'd just cut off her own throne. I let the silence hold, then said the words that would haunt her forever. "Until further notice, the supply is shut down. If you want water, you'll come through me." Karen's face drained. Neighbors turned on her with fury, demanding answers, demanding refunds, demanding her resignation. And for the first time in her reign, Karen had nothing left to say. "Because you can fine me for my mailbox. You can harass me for my lawn. You can even dig trenches in my yard. But you can't cut the water when I own the lake."